When I was young, the kids around my neighborhood used to call me nerd because, you know, used to read a lot of books. And bodybuilding was an escape. I had experience when I was in the 9th grade, and I had bought myself a medallion for my birthday, a silver medallion. I was coming from school one day. 2 guys was waiting for me. They were older kids. One guy pulled out a knife, the other guy had a bottle, a broken bottle. And all my friends, so-called friends, deserted me. The guy on my right, he was able to snatch the medallion that I saved my hard-earned money for them, from my allowance that my mother gave me. From that day on, I promised myself it'll never happen again. It will never happen again.
I seen him like stick me with something, but I didn't even notice it. I didn't feel it. And then the guys, we beat the shit out and we throw him out. And then I felt the pain when I was walking inside, and I looked, there was blood. And what he did, he stabbed me with a letter opener. It wasn't actually a knife, but it was a letter opener. But it was a long letter, and he went fully in deep. He went fully in deep, and when I went to the hospital, the doctor put his finger inside the cut, because he was twirling it around.
Nobody hits a fucking bouncer. Anybody hits one of us, we all beat them. Nobody touches us.
I've been hurt a few times, just going to the hospital for stitches in my hands and my head. And
I have a bullet hole in my leg. The bullet's still in there. I figured it didn't hurt to go in, so I didn't want it to hurt on the way out.
You want to see some bullet holes? 2 bullet holes. You got them?
Fingers twisted, discarding a screwdriver from a 250-pound man.
I got 4 cuts on my back, and between the amount of stitches of each cut, I got 100 stitches.
I got a stab wound here, right by my heart.
Beaten with a club. Well, could say like a tire iron.
Broke this hand 15 times.
Scar, upper right shoulder.
I got 2 stab wounds in my chest.
You got pins in there and pins in there.
Stabbed in the side and stabbed in the leg.
Suffered 3 broken fingers.
Been shot at.
Thumb.
Fractured elbow.
Knives thrown at us.
Bottle blasted.
Dislocated shoulder.
Bottles thrown at us.
Left for dead.
Kick dropped.
Mobs coming to get us.
Back bitten.
Shot twice.
Cars driven over the top of us.
Head busted open.
Petrol bombed.
Punctured lung.
Stabbed.
Bludgeoned.
Battered.
Bashed.
Mangled.
Mauled.
And severed.
But nothing really worth talking about.
More and more clubs are demanding that bouncers be certified here in the States. Actually, it's been going on in England for quite a long time now, and it's been catching on.
Welcome to the Northampton Door Watch scheme. This scheme has been running for about 6 years, and we've trained over 400 doormen. Notice I don't use the word bouncer. You are doorman, and you are there to make the licensed premises you work in a safe place for the public to come in.
It is laughable, absolutely laughable. What they're doing, they're getting young kids, I don't know, out of offices, out of college. Then they're sending them to these programs where they're trying to learn someone how to restrain people. That is the biggest lot of cobblers I've ever heard in my whole life.
I got certified. I don't have a record. I've gone to court. I've been charged with felonies, but I've been charged with 8 felonies. I beat them all in court. It's just, you know what it is, you just got to learn to stick to your story. Regardless whether you're guilty or not, they have 100 witnesses. You just got to stick to your story. I didn't do it. I don't know what you're talking about. I used to have a 2-finger ring. It was made of gold. It said Michael. And at the point, I had it specially made where it was like a spike, like a point, and where I would actually beat up people that I crack their heads open when I hit them. And it cuts the skin open on the head. And when you fight with that, that's like hitting somebody with a knife. We beat up this kid one day, and it's like I put slashes to his head and a couple of gashes on his face. And that's considered a felony.
It's pretty easy to get certified. It doesn't take a brain surgeon or a rocket scientist to get one. Pretty much go in, course, come out, you're certified.
To me, it's stupid why they're not certifying me. It's really stupid.
These kids you got on the door now with the badges, say to them, what does your mum do? Oh, she works in an office. What does your father do? Oh, he's an accountant. How can they be tough guys?
Anybody can be a doorman now. But in days gone by, your reputation and your ability and strength as a fighter come through, and that got you the job.
The best one I ever heard was probably somebody came up to me one night and said, "I have to change my brother's colostomy bag."
There's only so much I can think. I can talk and I can only explain so much until you really piss me off, and it's like I don't want to talk anymore. I get tired of that shit. Because people just don't listen, they don't understand. When you tell them no, this and that, they still want to question you. Why can't I go there? No, because you can't. Why? Why? You know, why? Then when I smack in your fucking face, then you know why.
I'm trying to move you away from the idea that in order to deal with somebody who wants to resist you, we necessarily have to smack them straight in the face.
So I like to beat people up. This is what I do with my life. This is why I'm into bouncing. Everything else is so disciplined. You go to work, you do what you gotta do, you go home, no action. The good thing about bouncing is that if you're a violent person, man, that's like your domain. In my club, I'm the man, and I can back everything I say. I don't care who you with, you related to. In my club, you just a motherfucking punk coming in to have a good time. You go to your block and you're God in your block. In my block, I'm God. And it's my rules, no freebies. I give nobody no break.
Rip it. Ah, nice knock. Ah, come on. Rip it, baby. Rip it. Rip it, baby. Come on.
I'm not an aggressive bouncer. I am a peaceful man. I'm very considerate of people's feelings. My position is do not fight at all costs. And usually it works because I only had 5 fights and I've been in the business since '88. But if it's necessary, I'm an exceptional fighter. I've been into martial arts since the 70s, 76. It's called Black Cypher. Style that was put together for people who couldn't understand Japanese or Chinese. Our instructor taught us that a kick and punch hurts in any language. I've had situations where I fought, but I never had to use any death moves or attacks or anything like that. My first name is Homer. And with a name like Homer, everybody picked on you. You know, so you had to know how to fight. I think a lot of learning how to talk came from that name Homer, because I always used to bluff people all the time. I had to make them think I could fight because I was scared to fight. I'm very sensitive in a lot of ways. At one time I was apologizing for it, but I don't apologize for it anymore because that's who I am now.
He always told me he was gonna buy me a home and my red BMW. That's what he always told me.
She was always there. I never went hungry. I always had a roof on my head. I always had clothes on my back. Brand new clothes, mind you. And we were the talk of the block, too. Other kids were jealous of us because my mother worked. She was a miracle from God.
He said, Mom, this opportunity at this new club would be an open door for me, and that my vision will come to pass. I know that one day he will be successful.
I would like nothing better to see her drive down the highway, enjoying herself in that red BMW that she dreamed about.
Let's have a look then at just what we call the escort position. It's take hold of the upper part of the arm, using the hand that is closest to the person, and note that my fingers are on the inside of the arm here, and the other hand takes hold of the lower part of the arm or the hand. It doesn't matter which side of the body we go to. I can go left or I can go right.
What just happened there?
Well,
guy got crazy upstairs. You know, you can't do that shit in my house. It's my church. I'm God in here. You gotta do the right thing or you get thrown out exactly like that. Open the fucking door! Open the door!
It's a private party now.
Private party for who?
Huh?
Private
It's
party
not for you, it's for me to know, for you to read about in the paper tomorrow.
Seriously, my buddy just called me, said he was inside.
Again, I'm repeating myself. Last time, private party. Private party is like usually a nice way of like turning certain individuals like you can't come in because you know they look terrible, hair's all wild, discombobulated, look like Wile E. Coyote. Excuse me.
Yo, why's she going?
Because she's invited to the private party. Private.
Just walk right in, you didn't know.
She's invited to the private party.
If we don't know them, they don't get in. You know, if they're a bunch of wise guys or tough guys, they want to come in and start trouble. Sometimes we do let them in for the hell of it, just to start a fight with them.
Ricky Way, Guidos. Lots of Guidos. 5 gold chains is not going to get you in. There's no 5 gold chain minimum here.
She don't know the modern world and its ravages.
People judge you how you look.
Yeah, how you look and
if
how
you
you
look
dress.
like a bum, I mean, you know, people will say it. Look at all these movie stars. They're worth millions of dollars, like De Niro dresses like a pig.
They all
you
dress
know?
like bums.
They all dress like bums.
I'm down from 22 stone to about 17, 13, 18 stone. I want to lose weight because I know the less weight you carry, the faster you are. But these new breed of Doberman, they're pumping steroids into them and they're getting larger. And if they can get 23, 24 stone, they're over the moon.
A lot of Doberman use steroids for size and bulk. I've done them myself in years gone by, and I've only done them because I was in competition and I needed body weight to compete against the likes of the competitors that I was competing against. People would say that affected me doing the door work. I'd say no, but then some people would say people on steroids are very short-fused and short-tempered. But I don't find that the case. I find that the extra body weight did help when it came to pushing crowds of people about.
I played around with them. I mean, I'm not a steady user. I mean, I'm not no junkie.
We're not steady
where I need that
users.
shit.
I haven't took that in so long, you know. Well, size don't mean nothing to me anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm in this game a long time. Our reputation speaks for itself.
Yeah, I'm more of a boxer.
It's all right looking good. What about if there's a fight? It takes them 3 weeks to put their hands up. The new breed of Doberman are what you call posers. They look good. But then when it goes off, where are they? In the corner, looking good.
Are there any bouncer bonding rituals?
As a matter of fact, there is a specific reading ritual that all of them use.
It's a special hug amongst brothers in the business.
That like not only shows our friendship, but shows like a little love. You know, like, you know, let's have a good night, and you know we got each other's back and be safe.
It's that automatically that half a shoulder, not the full embrace thing, you know, that's too personal.
It's a modified version of the hug and mush type, you know, we just break it down and make it masculine. You don't want 2 big brothers hugging like little bitches and stuff.
We would do this, like that, like a hug. Depends. I mean,
If I don't
you can
give
hug
2
the
shits
guy.
about the guy, I give him a bullshit handshake.
As I spear in with my knee, note that my toes are pointed backwards.
If you in the crowd screaming out, then bounce. If you in your Chevy, hit your tweet, just make it bounce. If you're in a club, back it on, then bounce. Before you out, smoke out, then bounce. If you in the crowd screaming out, then bounce. If you're a count, I know what bounce, you can't bounce. If you want to get it alive, you gotta bounce, bounce.
Fucking stick this up your ass, cocksucker.
It would be nice if all bouncers were CPR certified in some sort of first aid course to be more concise. But reality is that they're not.
How much first aid training do you have?
None.
Chap, some of the situations you may